and welcome back to my channel, and Merry Christmas and very soon Happy New Year. I hope that you are all staying safe out there. I had a case of COVID over Christmas, but finally I'm well again, and I hope that you will, as many as possible of you at least, avoid to get this virus. I'm fine now, and it was just like some days of illness, but you know, still some people might not be as lucky as me and get some worse and maybe even dangerous symptoms. So stay safe and take care out there. Also, now when I'm back and I'm feeling well again, I'm ready to take on some new music, and I want to start this week off by going straight to a Patreon recommendation for my lovely patron Henning, who introduced me, or are going to introduce me to a new band. This is Imperial Age with the Monastery, and I don't know this band, but what I was told was that it's a Russian band and that this song is about basically a girl being possessed and then how she is experiencing that. And I just read the lyrics prior to the song, so I can just focus on the performance, because I kind of struggle to read the lyrics while I'm having to, you know, take in everything that happens in the performance. And I will leave the lyrics in a pinned comment under this video, so you can also follow along if you want to. Anyway, let's get into this new artist and see what he has for us. And of course, thank you Patreon. Oh, thank you Patreon. Thank you Henning for supporting me on Patreon. It means the world, and I'm so excited to get these introductions to new artists, because I'm not sure if I have found them if you had not suggested them to me. And just so you know, there's a lot of artists that people assume everyone knows, like Nightwish, Dimash, Pearl Jam even. And just keep the recommendations coming, because I might not know a lot of music that I should be knowing, because, you know, the different cultures, the different ages, there's so much music out there, and sometimes you just miss some of the big ones also. Here we go. All right. Ooh. I was like, first off, the first thing that came to mind right away when we hit the chorus was that the choir part of this was just mind-blowing. I don't know if they had like recorded backup choir or what went on, because to me it sounded like this huge choir. And I didn't see so many people, but it was just a beautiful, almost overwhelming in a positive way sound. I completely loved that. And also the tempo was just perfect. It was like, there was some like royalty to it because of the tempo, that it was still like, especially the drum was pretty clear to me, and the big drum was kind of having the steady rhythm in part of the song, but still in a pace that just made it quite, yeah, royal, especially in the chorus. So that was beautiful. And it was like, I forgot at times that this is actually like a live recording, because the voices and also like the sound, the mixing of it was just so perfect. It was really flawless, and I was really impressed to see how they just managed to control the voices and how it was perfectly mixed together with the music and the instruments. So that was pretty on point, and I couldn't help thinking that I know that, not because I know all about Russia, but what I've seen from Russian artists so far is that they really also have like a high level. They really like practice a lot and do things to a really high standard, and I feel like this was also coming through. Also in the like the attitude, they were quite calm and steady, while I compare it to like what I know from more Western's performers, where they kind of go more wild and off on stage. But it really fitted perfect to the sound of the song, and the whole like almost royalty in the vibe there was. And also the outfits. I mean, every single one of them had these outfits on with all these different details and all these patterns and figures, and I thought it was really beautiful. I don't know exactly what time it should be from. I'm not so like powerfully grounded in the different eras and history and so on, so I couldn't point that out. But I really loved that they had like made such a story out of also the outfits, and it just fitted into the sound also, and that probably added to the royal feeling of the song. And then of course it was actually quite some heavy lyrics. I'm glad that I read them before, because I must admit that it was kind of difficult to tell what they sung at times, even though it was beautiful. So the whole story about this girl who is basically being possessed, yeah, that was also like quite heavy, and again it fitted into how they carried themselves in the song, that it was more like a serious song, not like running around laughing. It was kind of intense in a sad way. And I did not know this band at all, but from what I've known, this must be in the category of symphonic. I don't know if it's metal, because I guess it's not in that genre, but symphonic for sure. And yeah, I have a weak spot for that category of music. It reminded me not so much of Nightwish. It was more like Epica kind of, especially with the big choir and all of the instrument, all the work that has been put into that. Also that reminded me of Epica, and also that the ladies, they sang in operatic voices. That was extremely beautiful, which also reminded me of Simone from Epica. And Henning knows that I love Epica, so I guess that's also why he introduced me to this band. And yeah, I'm very pleased, but of course it's not like Epica, because they have their own flavor to it. It's like different theme, and they have a different way of performing, and also they have that, again, that stillness, that seriousness, that focusedness that I haven't seen before in a band, that I really appreciate. It was kind of, intriguing to watch, because the way they behaved really made me think like, okay, this is something serious. I really need to like keep an eye on this, see what's going on here. But yeah, that the chorus personally really got to me. I really like I really just, you know, I got this whole Lord of the Rings feeling at times when I listened to that part. So it was pretty beautiful. Please let me know what you thought about this song. If you agree with anything on what I'm seeing, if you see something else, please share in the comment section. Let's have a chat about this band. And of course, Henning, thank you so much for recommending me this. I look forward to hear what you think about this song specifically. And also, I hope that I will see you all very soon. You can of course also join the Patreon if you want to support the channel or wish for certain songs. And yeah, I hope that you are ready for 22, just around the corner, and I see you later this week. Thanks for watching. I love you.